your exercise of the week. So this week's exercise isn't really that difficult, but it's a nice one to bring awareness to the ankle joint in the foot and to get some release through the little muscles in the foot and everything. So sometimes if you're nervous or if you're trying too hard, something like that, you might start scrunching your toes, and because your foot's in a solid riding boot, you might not even notice. So, and it might be a lot, it might be a little bit, but there's still, no matter how much you're doing it, you're bringing tension into that foot area. So that stops you spreading your weight nicely across the stirrup, and it also locks that ankle joint a little bit so you don't have that nice movement through your ankle and allowing your heel to drop down. So it's the same with your hip and your knee joint. You want that give in the joint so that the movement of the horse can flow through it. So then you're an easy ride for your horse and your horse is easy on you. You also want to stop that tension in your leg and that gripping up with your leg that will not only lock the joints and shorten the calf muscle, but will also lift you out of the saddle just a little bit. Sometimes it can have that effect, and that will stop you having a nice deep seat because the legs will anchor you. And when you don't have that drop of the leg, allowing the seat bones to be nice and deep in the saddle, the horse might just push you off your seat bones one way or the other. So there's actually a big effect from one little teeny tiny exercise. So you can use a step. I'm going to use the ladder barrel behind me because it's here and it's handy, and we'll get to work. So you'll have a step possibly, or at the edge of a curve even is okay. And you just want to put the edge of the step just where your toes, just below where your toes meet your foot, so the ball of your foot area. And you just want to work your ankle loose. So it's just like calf stretches. You know, you often see runners do this on steps or in the park, things like that. So you just stretch and work that ankle down. And really don't just flop down with each foot, really work through that ankle joint and get the ankle working and keep a little bit of resistance through there so the muscles are working and you're just not dropping through them. So the muscles are working in both directions. The other thing you can do is just walk up and down your foot a little bit. Up and down, up and down. It's very small, but it'll massage the feet out a little bit and just release them so the bones just, the muscles holding the bones just have a little bit of give to them, and it actually should feel quite nice afterwards. So walk away, up and down your foot, and stretch those muscles out. As you do it, you want to try to keep your pelvis nice and still so you're not up and down with your hip and hitching your hips. So keep that nice and still. That's why this is quite handy. It's kind of supporting me as I do it. Okay, easy. You can do it anywhere.